It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Hurricanes will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back to pass. It's Westbrook. Fires to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Hurricane! The defense putting points on the board.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll take a deep shot here. Brings it down on the right side. Off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Alabama! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
The give on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Robinson.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Off the RPO, complete. Got enough space. Touchdown, Canes. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. To the air, it's Westbrook. Finds the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his back in the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the defense knew this was going to be the guy the offense was trying to get the football to, so it looks like they've got a plan for him. Nice job.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time. There he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Westbrook. Got his man on the right. Tight end trying to get in. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Merritt. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they... And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They're going to ride this running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Reads it, fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Lost to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, sweet feet. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
Man, it's a really nice job executing by this offense. Third down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the football. Nice job after the catch, and a great job setting up a 1st and goal for this offense.
With jet sweep pass. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Miami. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their 1st game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And they tacked on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Offense working from the pistol. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Westbrook. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Merritt. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This time he's got him. Gets away from one, finds room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll leave it with him. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Robinson. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Makes the grab. It's Robinson. At midfield, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Now on first down from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, a jaw. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Hurricane! Made the grab and took it on into the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in, it's Merritt. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And after the field goal guys, they are back on top. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The Hurricanes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to change this route. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. He's brought down the 1 of play from this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 42 Spider. Black 24. Black 24.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Canes! They take the lead with the 6.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Mississippi State has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 17 over Tulane. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Westbrook. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They have receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Looking left. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I think when you go through thrown to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Complete to the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tide.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen. He's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. Guess what? This game is far from over.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Behind the chains now on second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. He'll try it again on second and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Skips away from pressure. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to pass, it's Westbrook. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the... And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of...
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick Touchdown, Alabama!
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UNLV is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTEP. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picked off. What a play to set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw, and what do? You get to the quarterback.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock support.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his man down the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the point after is good. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Got him downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternal...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to